Of course, you could be listening to this on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Amazon Podcast. Did I mention Spotify? Yep, Spotify. Blueberry, Deezer, wherever you may get your podcasting fix. So as soon as Joe comes back, we'll discuss a little bit about the Survivor Series that's coming up in a couple weeks, I guess. Survivor Series, of course, is one of the big 4 pay-per-views for the WWE. I see a dog. Well, see, I actually meant to tell Joe that we do these interviews on Skype via audio, and he's got his camera on, so I can see his dog jumping on the couch. He's a Ghostbusters fan. That is awesome. Of course, and there goes the dog. But Survivor Series is in a couple weeks, and of course they're going to have The Undertaker's farewell. Because 30 years ago at Survivor Series he debuted, and I think it's a good way for him to go out. So
okay, I guess we're back with him. Look. He didn't want to be upstairs.
He didn't want to go upstairs.
He just wanted more toys.
Yeah, I guess. So now we get to Clem's questions.
Okay.
So, I think you've answered some of these already. How did you get involved? Of course, you answered that with the first batch. Your thoughts on what are your thoughts on the current rise of competitive catfighting?
It's great. I mean, for years I thought the catfights were boring. They were the same fights every couple of months, the same couple of girls fighting, not much skill. But now this new batch is amazing.
And of course, you already answered what you would add or change to the industry. Whoa, zoomage. So he's got one other question here. What do you like to do outside of running your website and work? That's something I always ask my guests anyway. The nerd out questions.
I am an old school gamer, so I like to play some old arcade games still. But I'm also a sleight of hand magician, close up magic.
Someone else is trying to call me, and I'm just going to ignore the call. I have no idea who this person is. Yeah.
On the side, well, not during the pandemic, but I also do magic as a hobby.
So do you partake in any adult beverages?
Not in the last 9 years. I used to be a heavy drinker, but I've gone sober.
Well, that's good. That's very good. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, I was a pretty bad drunk, so I kind of stopped myself.
Yeah, it's good to know when people know when to say when.
Yeah.
I gotta think.
I was doing fine. I used to drink rum and cokes all the time, and then my 28th birthday, my friends started buying me Jaeger shots.
Oh,
that put me over.
Yeah, no, Jaeger. No, you never do Jaeger. No.
Well, I was already drunk, so I didn't know what I was drinking. I just kept taking free shots for my birthday.
Oh, okay, so birthday, yeah. Okay, then I can understand that. Birthday, yeah.
I woke up in the hospital. I'm like, what the fuck? I ain't doing that again.
Oh, I guess now would be an opportune time to say that this podcast is uncensored and unfiltered, so you can say whatever the fuck you want, okay?
Okay. My son's already heard worse.
I say worse in a retail pharmacy setting in front of customers, so yeah, I can relate.
I drive a forklift. I drop the F-bomb every couple of hours when someone cuts me off.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. So, I'm trying to. I've gotten a little scatterbrained here.
It's all right.
No, because I got someone. I got something going on at 5:00 here, and I'm pretty much a dead man.
Yes.
And I know she's listening right now. I know she's listening right now.
She's taking notes.
So I just got some more. I just got another question for you.
All right.
Who are the top producers for customs and why, as far as rates, setting, quality, turnaround times, things like that?
I'll talk about three of them. Three of them I've actually used. The first one I ever used was Seductive Studios. They do more than just fights. They do pretty much everything under the sun. And if they don't have it, they'll make it for you. So they have pretty much no limits. There's enough girls to go around and pretty much make anything you want. Their rates are pretty reasonable because they're amateurs mostly.
Uh-huh.
So last time I used them, I got a 20-minute video for less than $250.
Not bad.
No, and the owner actually takes dedication in his fights. He'll bring in a trainer and actually train with the new girls, like an actual boxing trainer.
Oh.
Teach them some proper skills and actually make sure they're ready for it.
And I think that lacks in a lot of companies.
It does.
They just throw them in and expect them, throw punches, slaps, whatever. There's got to be at least some skill.
The first time I actually used them, the owner felt the video quality wasn't the greatest, so he actually issued me a free custom. So he did a full redo, same girls, and actually brought in the trainer to work with them personally.
Well, that sounds like one hell of a producer.
He is. Dan is definitely an awesome dude to work with. Another one I've used, I already mentioned her, was Modest Moms, Alex and her team.
Yes, and they're in Sacramento, or just outside of Sacramento. Right. And Alex is always mad when I tell her that I'm in Sacramento and she never gets to come see me.
But definitely with Modest Moms, man, they're her.
Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy.
But yeah, Modest Moms definitely has probably one of the fastest turnaround times.
Yeah, Alex is pretty good about that.
I've had to order custom on a Sunday and had it by Tuesday, which is amazing.
Yeah, Alex is pretty good about that.
There you go. And of course, he just went to the bathroom.
Fun.
But yeah, and here at Modest Moms, they actually have a couple of big events coming up soon for customs.
Yeah, isn't Megan coming back?
Yeah, Megan's coming in December, which is awesome. I'm hoping to get something with her.
Good luck.
I know. I say book up fast. Ashley Graham's going to be in this month.
Yeah, I heard that she was here in Milwaukee. The same time I am. And I've been trying to get a hold of her to do like a live in-person podcast, but never heard back from her. So...
And I think Shelly Martinez is also going to be with Modest Moms here again.
Yeah, I remember. I met Shelly last year at the Session Girls event when I podcasted down there. One of the many wrestlers I met when I was down there. Of course, I do have to say hello to Desi Desire. Mm-hmm. Tomiko, of course, my very first ever guest on this show. And, of course, Christy Etzold, who's always been one of my favorites to hang out with.
Actually, Christy's now a full-time member of Modest Moms roster.
Yes, I know. And
that's amazing for them.
She was one of the first... actually, Mia Annabella was the first one that I met. And then I met Christy like 3 weeks later. And, every time Christy sees me now... she always gives me a big hug and, asks me how things are going, because she knew that I couldn't wrestle the last time I saw her because I had just been in a car wreck and my neck was pretty foobarred, for lack of a better term.
Hey, Mike, 1 second. I got to change something. There's a stink in the room.
Oh, yeah. I figured.
1 second. Give me a Bubba. I came prepared in case this happens, so... Watch out, Bubba.
Can I stay?
Yes, you can play in a second.
Can I see?
Yes, you can have a pretzel.
Yum, yum. What this?
That's your belly button.
Okay. What this? What that back?
Yeah. Hey, get back here, Sticky Bud. Okay. Alright, I'm back. That was easy one.
Oh my god, sorry. Kids do the damnedest things.
Yeah. My wife was going to watch them today, but she got called into work. Her job just got hit hard with the virus, so.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry about that. That's probably your first for your show, huh?
Actually, no.
Okay.
Well, yeah, live diaper changing for a toddler. Yeah, that's a first. You know, we've had a lot of firsts on this show. You know, we had a live scissor session.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, where my guest was getting squeezed 2 ways from Sunday.
That's one thing I'll never do. I'm not big into sessions. I'd rather just watch.
Yeah.
Some of these ladies are pretty scary.
Yeah, yes, they are. They're very scary, and I can attest to that. I've, met my fair share. Never in a wrestling capacity because of the neck, mostly for the podcasting and all that. But
yeah, my blog's definitely benefiting me. I've met so many online, these models, that, they're all supporting my blog, which is great.
Yeah, that's very good. We all need the support. Whether it's,
I think definitely,
whether it's, like I said, whether it's your blog, after hours session, my podcast, the LFC podcast with my broski, Mr. Mike Larkin, who I know will be listening later on today.
Right.
And of course, gotta love Lady O. Gotta love Lady O.
Yes. Lady O is amazing. She has been my biggest supporter. She has been my worst influence. I mean, my best influence.
She actually was the one who suggested I get you on the show.
Well,
she's been.
Yeah, she's something.
She's. Yeah, I'm sure.
But yeah, I will defend that lady till the end of the earth.
Oh yeah, you and me both, and it's she doesn't just follow me on Twitter, but she's also friends with me on Facebook too.
Oh wow!
So we talk constantly, almost on a daily basis, and she is something else. I will say that.
Did you see her challenge last week to Dulcie?
Yes, and I know the whole story behind it.
Oh, good. I've got my own stories too, because me and her talk quite a bit. So
yeah, she told me the story behind it, and I'm just like, holy fuck, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, this is one of the things I'm putting out there now. Unfortunately, I don't feel Dulcie should be in the industry for at least the real fights. I don't feel like she brings anything positive to the fight. She's just there collecting a paycheck.
Yeah, and that's not the way to do it.
No. There are so many fighters out there who actually bust their butts day in, day out to make a living who do a lot better than she would.
Oh yeah, and we can name them off, just off the top of the top of our heads. Sexy Wife, Gia, Valor.
I know at one point Valor and Dulcie are in the talks, but Dulcie wants too much money, and she wanted very mild rules to fight Valor.
Yeah. What is your? I know what I was going to ask you. What is your? What do you know of Vera's apartment fights?
Oh, I remember them. I haven't watched that stuff in years.
Yeah.
Those were a lot of fun back in the day.
I think she follows me and I follow her. I'd love to get Vera on the show, actually.
Yeah, she used to do a lot of the EC, whatever that was, when
East Coast